Because Rihanna has finally blessed with the new album. Finally. The Rihanna record has been dropped. And you guys are wondering, like, really?
Dropped on the floor and stepped on.
It's her 8th album, you guys. Her 8th album. And initially, this album was supposed to come out in December. And coinciding with the Chris Brown album was supposed to come out at the same time.
Let me bring up the track list.
Okay, cool. So the album was supposed to come out at the same time, but it did not. So instead, it just came out of nowhere on January 28th, exclusively on the Jay-Z streaming service Tidal. And then on February 5th, a physical copy was released to everybody. So as you guys know, Rihanna has had many hits over her career. Her 10-year career spanning such songs that go from like R&B to hip hop to like dance and.
Can I find her nude on the internet?
Yeah,
you can.
She's in the fappening, I think.
Cool.
So she's got like songs going everywhere from dance hall because she's from Barbados, so she definitely does that like dance hall-y stuff. And similar to her last album, Unapologetic, this album continues the departure from the dance music that she's been known for a more pop R&B sound with elements of soul and dance hall. And this album has several producers on it as well, like Hit Boy, Timbaland, and No ID. So you know you're in for a treat with this record. First track is called Consideration. It features a singer named SZA. And what they do is they trade off with their vocals with like kind of like a reggae dub style while singing at the basic hip hop beat at the same time.
The drums are amazing. I love that hissy, crackly, noisy sounding drums.
Yeah. Right.
Really, really good production with the
bass lines
drum
were good
machine
too.
there.
Bass lines were good.
I was just impressed with the drums because not a lot of people know about them vintage noise kind of sounding drums.
Rock the fuck out of those drums down! I'm sorry.
Right. So I think it was a decent introduction song. And then the next song, the next song is an intro as well because it was short. We don't actually get like a full track into the third song, which is called "Kiss It Better," and which is like an '80s like power ballad song, right down to like the synth pop and electric guitars. And I don't know if I used to, but by this point I was bored.
Oh yeah.
And now we get to the song you guys are waiting for. Yes.
The worst song on here that they used as a single. Why didn't they use Desperado as a single?
Why didn't you like Work? What was the problem with Work?
Because it sounds like she's like, I don't know, like sort of half into singing something, like taking a shower, like you know, drying off, and she's like, you know, she's not. Well, doesn't sound like she's into it.
This is the thing I had a problem with the song because this song features Drake on it, so you think it's gonna be a sequel to the song that she did with Drake a few years ago. What's my what's my name? That song. You're like, all right, they're back together again. Another sequel song, and this song that he's talking about. The good thing about the song, I'll say this: it's like got like a dance hall sound and a groovy bass line, as I'm sure Ash from Evil Dead would say. Groovy.
Groovy.
But the bad thing about it is it's bland lyrics and it's repetitive as So if you never heard this song, just say the title 50 times and you already know the chorus. That's all the chorus is. Just say the title over and over and over again.
Over and then slur it like you can't talk anymore. She does like some kind of I can't even imitate it. Okay. You didn't notice that? Like there's one verse where she's just like where she's not even saying the words anymore.
Okay.
She's just like mumbling.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, they were making fun of it on the radio.
Now, the song Stu mentioned is called Desperado, and it has a more laid-back groove and an infectious beat at the same time, which I think will have your head nodding and a little sway action going on at the same time. So I like that song, like you said, Stu. Desperado's a good song.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was one of the better songs.
So halfway through, we get the song Needed Me, and it's like a trippy hip-hop R&B song, kind of like what The Weeknd does, which The only thing that the song suffers from is kind of short, and which I hate with short song with like such a sick. It's a sick beat, but it's too short at the same time. So yeah, I said it, which is another name of another song. It's like a sexy slow jam. It's produced by Timbaland, and it suffers from the same thing as the previous song I mentioned, "Need Me." It's too short. I hate songs I love.
Yeah, it's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, I hate when I like a song and it's too short.
Yeah, well, you got to listen to it twice.
Yeah, so those two songs right there are great songs, but they're too short at the same time. Now we get to the cover song, quote unquote cover song, which is "Same Old Mistake."
That's a cover by who?
I didn't look up the name, but it's apparently.
Oh, okay.
The reason I do air quotes.
How'd you even know it's a cover?
I looked up who actually did the original, but it's air quotes because the reason it's not really a cover. It's more like a tribute where they're not actually doing the exact same song, or she not doing the exact song. It's somewhat like a remix to an original artist, but I gotta look it up. But the only reason the song sucks to me is because I can't understand the word she's saying, which is because she's got her vocals are too echoey. Her vocals are too echoey and atmospheric, which is a shame since it's a really dreamy beat, which I like the beat, which is right up my alley. But that like up everything. So possibly great about the song.
All right, I have a comment.
Go ahead.
All right. She even quotes in, what was it? Is it the track Higher?
Mm-hmm.
That she could come up with more poetic lyrics.
Especially
better lyrics.
Eight
I don't know if
albums
she
in,
was
yeah.
referring to her album or something else, but... Catastrophe!
You're fine, Stu. Go ahead.
I don't know if that was me or you. Oh, it was falling off the table. Oh, the cat's pulling on the mic?
Stop, cat.
Cat's on the mic. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, and Higher. Yeah. She says she could do better with more poetic lyrics, and I think her lyrics lack.
Right.
I think she needs a thesaurus or some more schooling or I don't know, some get hit by lightning and get some kind of creativity going.
Well, I want to ask you this, Stu.
Especially in the position she's in.
This is the situation that happened to me. There's a song on the album called "Never Ending," which sounds her cadence on the song sounds a lot like what Dido does on the song "Thank You," which Eminem sample in that song. Tears going, the song, the Eminem sample.
Okay.
Stan.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to this song. I'm like, oh, this sounds a lot like Dido. She's with the cadence and it rips it off totally. Come to find out that Dido actually helped her write this song. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
But a song I love is the last song, or not the last song, but toward the end, which is called "Love on the Brain," which has like a 60s R&B doo-wop like Motown vibe, which she combines like the vocal styles of herself, Beyonce, and Lady Gaga all into one, and it's like probably the best and most soulful song she's done in her career. And then the album ends with a piano ballad called "Close to You," which is kind of fair. Now, if you get the deluxe version, it's got 3 throwaway tracks not worth mentioning, so I will not count it against my final review. So this is how I feel about this album in closing. I think the reason the album is called Anti is because it's opposed to being anything good. It's a lackluster songs and the choppy production make it come off as a demo tape to me. Not only did the project need some dance tunes to liven things up, but a few more guest rappers could have really helped make this a somewhat decent album. I would say this is probably the most forgettable Rihanna album I've ever heard. It's lazy right down to promotion or the lack thereof. So maybe that's why it seems like it came out of nowhere. I think she realized the album was in the first place and didn't want to like tell anyone about it and just like, oh, put the out and everyone hear it or not. Who cares? Yeah, this album is about as dull as the Chris Brown album we reviewed a couple months ago. So I think that those two of them deserve each other. So I say this album definitely can skip. Stu, go ahead.
Yeah, I would also skip it.
All right. Why is that?
Why is that? Because I really didn't like anything on it. And I despise the single they went with.
You hate work.
Yes.
He hates the song work. He hates work in general.
Yes, yeah.
That was a bad move on you guys. But what do you think out there? If you heard this album, let us know what you think in the comments. Or you can send us a...
I'm still looking for her naked.
Yes. Send us what you think in the comments.
Oh, wait, hey,
email
Rihanna
us.
naked. Huffington Post.
I'll try it one more time, you guys. I'll get through it. Let us know what you think of the album. Send us something in the comments. Or you can email us. Whatever you can do. We love to know what you think. All opinions are great. Or not if you don't, the opinions are bad if you don't agree with us.
Oh, there. Fully naked in 7-minute video.